Okay, like 3 minutes late. Don't tell anybody. It's a secret. Shh. Da-da-da. Okay, we got two folks up in here now. I don't know who you are. You men said hi, but then I wasn't here yet. So, yeah, we hunting rabbits, which I think I'm going to have to do some of that. Finally saw a covey of quail. I don't know, was it 20 or better in that thing? Okay, C103. We'll smell you later. Hey, Carol. That was just me falling down the stairs. This is will allow all y'all folks to celebrate our anniversary together, sorta. What? I don't even know what day was it. You remember when you cast your spell, your voodoo spell? What day was that? I know it was August something. Oh, you can't expect me to do that. That's not fair. Um, the 18th. Holy shit, I'm close. I'm really freaking close. It was August 18th, I think.
Eating Cheetos or something when I was using my computer.
They're probably eating them corn chips she was looking for.
Gross.
She loaned her daughter a laptop. Now it's got
And
food
before
on.
that, my grandson.
And before that, her grandson.
There's no telling.
Hey, Clifford. Hey, Corsair snuck in here. But anyway, the very first time I ever saw her, well, as an adult, was during the, how do you say it? Perseid? 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 That meteor shower, if you read the title, in, we did the math the other day. $31 years? 32 years ago.
34.
34 years ago?
Yes.
Gosh, it can't have been that long, baby. It feels like it's yesterday. So I didn't know there was some kind of blood moon meteor shower thing going on, and she drug me out to some Indian burial ground and started speaking words and throwing dirt in my eyes and stuff. I'm still here. That's what it was. Work. We sat there and watched stars fall out of the sky. We were out in the middle of nowhere. We could see them all. That's why we went out there. Was to watch the meteor shower. That's after we get off the live stream tonight. In case anybody wonders if we're going to stay on here and chat all night long, the answer is no. What is it? We're going to try to be out of here by 10 o'clock or around 10 o'clock. And we're going to go right over there, about 30 feet. And we're going to sit there and we're going to stare up at the sky and see how many. We're rejoicing now, Steve. We're like ecstatic.
Gender confused, loving rainbow hearts.
Yeah, that says that. Corsair is gender confused unicorn, and he loves unicorn folks. That's what he said.
Okay. Thanks for having to read, right?
He's from California.
Okay.
If you don't follow me on Instagram, you're missing some excellent memes. Learning how to do that. It's not as easy as it looks, by the way. I'm a little upset that the yellow on the letters didn't stick, but I'm okay. Anyway, yeah. And we have watched the meteor shower save one time every year since then. But it was really, really cloudy. And what was that stuff coming out of the sky called? Rain? It rained for a freaking week. Man. It was either raining or cloudy. We tried a couple times. We saw a couple through the holes in the clouds, but it was really not very much. We don't always get to go out in the middle of nowhere and do it. So that's the story of the Perseid, whatever meteor shower. The meteor shower that happens every flipping August when we go through the, I don't know, is it comet tail or something? Apparently, we go through the same comet tail every year at the same time, or something happens on the flat Earth that causes it every year. Don't want to start anybody getting upset because I believe in balls and not frisbees. Oh, that sucks, man. It's really cool. Me and
I wouldn't mind missing it because of rain, but
yeah, we take the rain for the meteor shower. Me and the
rain.
daughter went. Hey, Saint. Do I just not recognize the name? He's a Marine, I think. I can't see for sure. We both need new glasses, so y'all don't give us no grief if we're all doing like this. We've rubbed sweat off of our glasses for the past 2 months, and we're just about ruined them. Anyways,
Kirsten.
me and Kirsten went fishing, night fishing the other day. It's been 2 weeks ago. Anyway, we were sitting there, and then there was a meteor shower that went it went east to west. No, west to east. It went west to east, and it made it came in and went all the way back out the upper atmosphere. It burned for, I don't know, solid 3.5, 4 seconds. It was a pretty one. It was bright orange. It was pretty. There was no pop at the end. It just faded back out. So that means that it survived its little encounter with the planet. We've seen some big ones Uh, one year we watched one come in and it burned for 3 or 4 seconds while the national anthem was being played at a football game. Exploded, and then the pieces burned for another 2 or 3 seconds. It was a good one.
Oh man took his daughter out. Getting the 4.0.
So you farmed that one out, eh, Ume? Hey, Anonymous. And congratulations. I didn't think God has to flush. He just parks over California and lets it go.
Tonight's supposed to be the peak, I believe.
Yeah, tonight's supposed to be the best part. $8.37. It's tonight and tomorrow night are the peak nights for it. It's actually been going on for a few days, and it'll keep going for another week, thereabouts. But um, tonight around 10 o'clock is when it's supposed to like really kick into high gears. And if we can get 8 or 10 shooting stars in by 11:30, our old asses can go to bed.
Yeah.
We've been busy today. My wife has watched me do all kinds of
Yeah.
stuff.
Didn't help at all.
I had to chop all them onions, dig them all up, wash them, chop them.
Chopped up and washed all the okra and bagged it up, I guess.
Every bit of it. Chopped up. Oh, I did chop that meat up myself.
Chopped up the meat.
Uh,
Where's Foco?
Hey, Foco. We've been all day long putting up food. We wish we'd have grown all of it. We grew some of it, but where there was a farmer's market today, and we went into town, and this guy was like, "Man, if you will buy everything I have left, I'll take $10." He just wanted to go home, and I said, "Well, how much do you want for the?" He had one jar of hot sauce left. I said, "How much to throw in your last jar of hot sauce?" He says, $5. Another $5. $15. I'll clear my table off, and I'll throw in a bucket. So we bought a 5-gallon bucket of okra, black-eyed peas, and a can of picante sauce, which he guaranteed us was not going to kill us.
Sasquatch.
Hey, Sasquatch. Look up if you're having a smoke, taking trash out or something. Yeah, okay. I can look out that window. Whenever the blue is gone, it's on. Uh, anyway, we put all that up today, and some stuff that we had for been putting in the fridge. We made four vacuum meals. We put 3 pot roast deals together and 1 stew package together. Just put the meat in a bag in a baggie with a hole in it, and put that in there, and then put the vegetables and everything in there, and then vacuum sealed it and put it in the freezer. Now, whenever we want to do a pot roast or a stew, we just take it out, and then when we get put it in the fridge or whatever, and then when we get home, just put it in the crock pot or whatever, and then we eat. super simple. I don't know. We put up, I don't know, a ton of okra.
I don't know how much okra we put up.
I mean, some of it was, and that's why the guy was just ready to get rid of it. Some of it had gone a little woody or whatever. We didn't know there was a farmer's market until we noticed it at 10.
Yeah, it's gonna be over at 12.
It'd be over at 12 and got there about
Chippers and-
noticed it about, or we got there a little before 11, 10:30, 11. And there was very little produce left. The only thing left in there were the homeopathic people, and we could have bought a quilt. We bought some bread.
Could have bought some Crocs.
Could have bought the
They were all
Crocs.
blinged out.
The blinged out Crocs. I was digging those, man. I was gonna get the one. They didn't have them in my size. I was looking the ones with the unicorns and shit. That was pretty badass. That's not really my color, purple, but I could have worked it out. I could have worked through it. Are you back? You to the east? Are you still? Are you on the eastern side of the Mississippi? You may have to wait till about 11 o'clock then to see anything. And if it's raining, you're not going to do that. Man, I'd go get that big old cigar. Got a cigar that was given to me by Bob Handler, and I haven't smoked it. It's going to go bad. Yeah, homeopathic Amish quilts. There weren't any Amish there, I don't think. See, that bread is flipping good though. I hope they're local.
We have a bread maker sitting over there collecting dust.
Yeah, I'll try to make. Ooh, I forgot about that though. That does all the kneading for you, doesn't it? Taking it down, up, finding out now that squeezing that bread forever hurts. I got a regular homemade. We were just talking about this in the live stream last weekend, I think, about missing my mom's homemade bread or whatever. And then this guy selling homemade bread. He could have said it was $20 a loaf, and I was still going to buy one. We got 2 for $12, $6 a loaf, and it was worth every penny of it. I guarantee you, it's not going to last. For supper, we had some cinnamon swirl, whatever that was.
Yeah, cinnamon swirl. Yeah, homemade goods
Oh, that
usually
will do
are
it
not
too.
cheap.
Oh yeah, there were some candies there, but Chipper,
Crack dealers.
there was a crack dealer there, man. She had freeze dried every kind of candy. Uh, Man, what was those? They looked like they were about the size of ping pong balls. It's some kind of fruit candy, and they freeze dried them, and they went poof. I told her I wasn't buying none of them. And there was people there too. She was trying to sell to her, and I'm like, "Yeah, you ain't nothing but a crack dealer." I said, "How much you give her this bag right here?" She said, "No, no." I said, "You don't use a crack dealer because once these people taste this, they're gonna come back to you. They're gonna buy some more of it. They're just not gonna stop eating it, and you know that." She was laughing. She thought it was funny. I said, "I got a bag of these right here that I can't open because I know once I start, I ain't never gonna stop." But turning a 69-cent bag of Skittles into a $9 bag of candy, that's criminal. Yeah, exactly, Chipper. Uh, ow. I think one of the things was freeze dried. What do you call what are them things you eat? The Reese's cups, the little mini Reese's cups.
Freeze dried watermelon is good.
Well, we did. We don't have a freeze dryer. We have a dehydrator, and we. I didn't even count the onions we did today. Give me any idea how many onions we pulled out of the ground?
No.
Butt ton.
Yeah.
Anyway, and we cut the bulbs off, chopped the stems up, put the stems in the bag and froze them, and then took the grains and chopped them up and dehydrated them, and we're wound up with. Uh, they're not pint jars, but they're not quite quart jars. They're almost a quart. I guess they're a liter, 2 liter jars, 2 liter jars of dehydrated green onions. Yeah, Chipper, just knock the flour off the thing. Is it the flour or the do like they do in them wood elves, man? Knock the little stem off the the watermelon, and it can't get the seeds don't form. Do that. Oh, and for all of you that do not follow me on Instagram, you're missing it. The missus made her debut an hour ago. Oh, dehydrated jalapenos. Oh, if we have enough, we should try dehydrating some of those. The what do you call those duck things? The pool juice or whatever. We're gonna buy more plants next year, and we're just gonna whatever we have to do. I'm tell you what else is crack is that southern fried bacon. That's be against the law.
See, I just don't understand eating a deep fried Oreo. Well, a regular Oreo, I'm not impressed with though. Maybe if I liked regular Oreos, I could see eating a deep fried Oreo.
Sometimes I
Because like I like fried brownies, but I
yes,
like real brownies first.
right. I just every time you tell me that you're not impressed with Oreos, it has a really hard time wanting to continue the relationship. It's just I mean that's you have issues. So, Oreos are good.
You're just lucky you didn't have real
I'm smart, not lucky, smart. That she didn't think they were going to be hot. That's funny. Well, I popped a couple of those dehydrated onions in my green onions in my mouth to see if they kept any flavor at all. And at first, it was just like chewing on air, and then, well, then they were hot again. The onions had a real hard time growing, so they were a little upset. My eyes have started calming down. Some are you're still burning.
I feel better now.
Better. The only thing about it is we've got the dehydrator set up outside because, oh my gosh, what's that word? Odiferous?
Yeah.
There is a bit odiferous in that machine. So, yeah, every time you go in and out the house, your eyes go right back to going, the pain. So,
It says for best viewing, like midnight to pre-dawn, but it says as early as 10 p.m. you should be able to start seeing them really well. And they should do up to 90 meteors an hour tonight.
yeah, there should be up to 90 meteors an hour tonight. And she said, but the best time is after midnight, actually. Uh, we had a friend of the family. Well, actually, it's one of my son's friends. Lost his 13-year-old son to an accident 3 or 4 days ago. So things have been kind of dull around here. He was 13, so he was a twin. I didn't know he was a twin. So yeah, pray for him, and then another one. Wasn't somebody else?
The 22-year-old was stabbed to death, but I don't know what.
22-year-old stabbed to death. It's getting crazy out there.
Well, it says you can start seeing them at 10, new man.
It says you can start seeing them at 10. Just
there just won't be as many because you're the ones that aren't as bright are harder to see is why.
Yeah. I mean, you need to be out of the city. Yeah. Damn it, of course there. Yeah, Oliver, just go outside. Cheers, Sasquatch.
Yes. I get some bills paid down before I can risk losing that much income.
Oh, that's what it was. You got to do the 3 years to do the wipe the one thing or whatever. Anyway, I knew I'd get the rest of the story, but I knew it was 3 years. Got that part right. It's the air conditioner making a noise. High pitch whistle every once in a while. Yeah, you missed it the other night, Corsair. Right after you left, I had to go pee. Stepped outside and took a whiz. I don't know if y'all got to hear it or not. Left the door open for you and everything. Found a heck of a deal at a little market in Big Springs the other day. Had hydrogen peroxide on for 10 cents a bottle.
Yeah.
Still think I should have filled the buggy up. Should just bought it all.
Just bought it all.
I bought half a dozen or 8. 8. I bought 8 bottles of hydrogen peroxide. Can't remember. I know I just kept grabbing until I knew it'd break you up. Of course, I'll drink some more coffee and see if I can do it again. Might not be able to hear it over the air conditioner. If you want me to, I can turn the camera off and take the laptop with me. If you just have to hear it. See, pup, now we go out, get ready to go outside, and he looks at me and says, "Are you going out there to pee, or are we going out to do something?" And if I tell him to come on, he comes on with me. If not, he just goes and lays back down and waits for me to come back in the house. Oh, Hazel's turning into a totally useless piece of animal flesh, but he's behaving better. He's lost all his baby teeth now. I pulled the last one out myself. He started pawing on me, and I felt it give, and I just reached up there with my thumb and popped it out. A little something, something to throw in the. Why does Dad have this box? Yeah, that might work. Oh man, I'm just trying to figure out how to get back over there because I've got to get across the creek, and I want to go up to the back side of the property line, even if it takes me all day to get up there. That day I just went out by myself and spent the whole daggone morning just walking the property and stuff. That was I had I had a lot of peace there. Peace is really important.
I love a piece. Piece of my brains over there, pieces on John's desk, and pieces of my brains on my desk.
In pieces.
Yeah.
Our little chickens have started laying. The ones we hatched out or whatever. I don't know if y'all followed me on Instagram. You got to see the pictures of the little babies hatching out. Little short videos of the chickens popping out of the eggs and stuff. Anyway, they've started laying now. They're laying little quail eggs, but they'll get bigger. The splotchy one laid a real egg today. Did you see it?
Yeah.
Hey, Tron. It was a good day. Still got that piece of fat wood. You ever go out there and get the rest of it? Every one of those knots on that tree laying there is going to be light or not, man.
High desert.
Oh, High Desert snuck in. Hey, High Desert. Everything is good tonight. We were just talking about the fact that we got a lot of stuff done today and we're exhausted. And we're going to watch the Meteor shower together again for the 35th year or something. Fourth. This right. This is the 34th year. And stuff. Cooked bread in this little convection oven the other day just to see how I liked it. I liked it a lot. Uh, little things that we bought, and actually, this little convection oven fed us a lot. That was one of the best little things we ever did buy. I don't know where all the stuff is. Is that? Oh wait, that's not the one that had the hot spot on the top. This is different.
Trying has storms in the area. High desert has clouds. We all send that this way.
Yeah, well, you got several days. Just today and tomorrow are the peak. There's and you can see shooting stars any day of the week.
It's just there's a chance of a bunch tonight.
Yeah, there's just a chance of a bunch of stuff. I'm sorry to hear that, Trent. We'd sit in the house and not watch it if it rained. Wouldn't hurt our
Sit
feelings.
outside in the rain.
I said outside, yeah. The other day it started trying like it was going to rain. I just kept going. I was just like, you're going to have to rain me out of here. And it did. It caught me into the carport for a little bit. And then as soon as I ran in the house, it quit. It stayed into the carport.
It's still 97 here.
Yeah. I mean, we got two little showers over the past couple of weeks. One of them was a quarter of an inch, and the other one was just under a quarter. But then the wind blew, and it was 105 degrees the next day both times. So actually, the first day it did better. It stayed cloudy most of the day, and then it was cloudy the next morning, and there wasn't that much wind, so it actually got a chance to go down. It actually greened the grass up a little bit. The second one, it rained, and then the sun came out, wind came up, heat came up, and it was gone. So. Oh. Yeah, we wanted to move to Oklahoma. Just, I don't know, man. That'd be a whole different world up there. I mean, I like it here. I just wish we got more rain. It's supposed to be wetter this winter. It's supposed to be cold and wet this winter. Oh yeah, it's been
miserable
hot
this year.
this year. We've had, and I don't know. They're saying not that it's not that big a deal, but I mean, we've kept up with this our entire lives, and man, it's just there's been a lot of hundreds this year. A lot. I mean, every day. We had a couple of
This is spider.
That's what it feels like. That's not funny. Anyway. It's supposed to be wetter,
But
more
still,
open.
when used to the UVs were 8s, 9s, 10s, and now they're 11s, 12s.
11s and 12s. There's apparently a whole lot more sunshine coming down on them. And we're not going off of some thermometer set up by some airfield or concrete parking lot or whatever. Ours is on the house in the shade. It reads accurately. It stays in. It's only in the sun for about an hour during the day, and we just ignore it then because we know it's not going to be right. But the rest of the time, it is in the shade.
See, used to it was a 0 to 10. The UV index was previously reported on a scale of 0 to 10, with 0 representing minimal and 10 representing very high. And that's all I ever remembered was 0 through 10.
0 through 10.
And now all of a sudden we're having 11s and 12s, and that's why I was confused. As of May 2004, the EPA and the NWS will report the global solar UV index using a scale of 1 to 11 and higher. So
1 to 11 higher. I mean, how can you have the maximum? I mean, because there should be a point where this is all the UV.
The highest UV index ever recorded recorded on Earth was 43.3, detected on December 29, 2003, at the top of the Lincoln Harbor, some kind of volcano in the Andes Mountain.
That's like they go up there to wave at fucking astronauts. That's not. That's not even in the atmosphere anymore. You have to have air up there to breathe. That's they fly around those mountains in jets. That ain't golden.
Yeah, see, our real fields have been insane too.
Yeah, our real feels like it's 104. The real fuel 109, 110, 111.
This is current. Um, where's the UV? It doesn't have the UV. Current temperature, 101.
101.
Real feel is only 99.
Let's do a real fuel then. Sounds better.
I don't know what the UV got up to today. It doesn't say.
I didn't look. I know as soon as you stepped out of the shade, it was painful.
It doesn't. It's supposed to get to 80 tonight.
Downright frigid.
You have to wear a jacket.
Oh. Oh man. I made that coffee. I made decaf, by the way.
Okay.
Decaf-ish. 69 in Amarillo. Ew.
Not Sasquatch.
Night Sasquatch. Be good. Hey, if I bring my dog over, your dog's not gonna eat my dog, is he?
Tomorrow it's saying that the UV index is 11. Monday 11. Tuesday 11. Wednesday 11. Thursday 11. Friday it's only a 10. Ooh, Saturday's nice. Saturday it's only going to be 92 and only 8 UV.
Let's do stuff that day. Was it supposed to thunderstorm or something?
Sunday we have a chance of thunderstorms. And the UV will only be at 2. And high of 94. Low of 72.
And that's the what day of the month?
The 20th.
The 20th. So that's when I want to start putting stuff in the ground because that's when the air cools off. Well, that's when it starts staying below 100.
Yeah, that's when it finally starts staying below 100.
It's August. It gets down in the 90s usually and stays down, and then stays down in the upper 80s in September and gets down in the upper 70s in October. And then November, we might get a
ready
frost.
for October.
Yeah, I'm ready for. I like October. I am a light jacket weather kind of guy. I like it that way.
Right?
Mm.
Definitely will need a jacket if it gets below 100.
Yeah. It's crazy. I mean, we're so used to being out in the heat now. I go inside and I actually think about going back outside because it's too flipping cold. I've been there that I put a blanket on my legs and it ain't been 72 in the house.
When we're lucky, it gets down to 72.
When we're lucky, it gets down to 72.
Most of the time, it's 78 or 80.
But I've been out in the 100-degree heat so much that it's just, 70 is cool. Yeah, I think that's the deal. I mean, we're talking about it when we were kids or whatever. I think We spent so much time on it, we got used to it.
Well, not only that, but like I told you, the UVs
UV,
used to not
the
be
UVs
as,
changed. There's something up with
the
the UV.
UVs used to not be near as bad. If they had to come out with a new rating system, there's a reason for that.
The disc tilted. We ran into Planet X and it knocked the disc over. So during the summer, the sun's coming in lower. That's actually why the South Pole's melting and the North Pole's growing.
All right. I hate coats.
Dan Park is in the city. So I went down to Florida and stuff. And, I mean, it gets cold in Texas. I mean, I'm like, what is wrong with you people? They got on light jackets and stuff. And I'm like walking around, nothing but my shorts and my muscle t-shirt. I'm like, what is wrong with you people?
A screenshot that you can make fun of me. Hello, man.
We're gonna make fun of you anyway, for sure. It'd be like 65, and he's out there with a fur-lined jacket and earmuffs, and got a fire on his table, got a little buddy heater down there under it and stuff. I mean, his coffee's not even making steam yet.
I don't like freezing cold, but
When I was over there trying to pick
I like
up,
it to be quite chilly, but as long as I don't have to wear a coat on, because I hate coats.
I had my coat on, I had gloves on, and I was fine until the wind got up about 10 miles an hour. It was blowing right in my face, going right up my skirt, and then that was it. That was into the hog hunt. I was like, okay, that's it. I'm out of here. It's 45 is not cold until the wind gets up. Then 45 is cold when you're old and decrepit.
What's in here? 78.
It's 75. I've turned it down a bit.
But I'm still sitting here just sweating.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I can sit outside when it's 90,
90
and
and you're not sweating because of the dry heat out there. And you're sweating. It's just not accumulating. That's something. I'll be sweating my ass off, and I'll go inside, and I'll have sweat running off of me in there, in the house. My body's just sitting there steady, trying to dump excess heat, and it's only 72 in the house. It's a little chilly. People are going to make fun of people. Period, guys. It's not going to matter whether you're plowing snow and complaining about it, or people have already started putting them to me. I'm ready for snuggies and hot cocoa weather. Shut up. Some of us don't like ice storms. You know, we don't want to sit there and do mean tweets about how the power company should do something about these storms knocking our power out. Maybe you should stop being a big baby.
Yeah, I'm trying.
Yeah, that's
what always kills me with all my nerve damage. That cold. It's not friendly to nerve pain.
In here it's rough on my back because it's going to be 80 today and 32 tomorrow, and then right back up to 64. Thanks. Well, let's just accordion Wesley's spinal cord and see how it makes him feel. Um, but can't give into it though, because it just makes it work. Ooh. Anybody do anything in there? Anybody else put up food today? C103, you put up any more food? Of course, there's been doing. Yeah. Uh, I know Corsair put some stuff up on the his garden. Oh, trying to decide whether or not we want to get a pig. Not like a wild one that we can like feed leftovers to and turn into bacon. Uh,
Have you ever heard Arby's run? Ugh.
yes. I hope y'all's Arby's are still good up there in Oklahoma. The Arby's down here on the. Do not eat at Burger King in Texas.
Cardboard?
Or not even cardboard. I'd eat cardboard. This is the most disgusting hamburger I've had ever. McDonald's was better than Burger King.
I don't know. I haven't eaten at McDonald's in 30 years.
Well, I have a daughter that always wants to eat at McDonald's.
I just can't make myself eat at McDonald's.
Daughter and grandson. I mean, when you let the boy's working, he's making a hand, and you say, where you want to eat? And he says, McDonald's. Guess where you go eat? Um, Not from in here. I guess it might be time. She's going to go check now. We won't see her again. You doing, doofus? There he is, yeah, man. Some chill. There you go. There you go. Hey, tell him hi. Hey, tell him hi. Tell him hello. Tell him a beautiful dog. Tell him a beautiful dog. Tell him a beautiful dog. Okay, so maybe you don't want to show him your face. Your hideous, deformed, mongoloidal face. Better. He's getting pretty good at licking people instead of chewing on them. It's weird. He lost the baby teeth and went from biting to licking, which is okay. So guys drop more blood on me than any animal ever. But we worked through it, huh, buddy? Why? I just got through telling him that you was doing good and he wasn't biting me no more. He was going to go and bite. Got one? Yes, there's meteors now. Cheater, you got the first one.
Yep, I got the first one. Haha.
I didn't realize what you were doing until too late. We're supposed to go in there together. Thanks, tradesman. She's ahead of me on the scoreboard now.
See, I like Taco Bueno, then Taco Villa. If I have to eat Taco Bell, I will, but I hate their food.
It has to be the only option. Now, I don't know why, because Taco John's wasn't good. but I preferred Taco John's because I could survive. Well, I don't know. Their bean burritos was good. Their bean and cheese. I'll take a bean and cheese burrito. Bam, bean, cheese, and diced onions.
And tater olays.
And tater, oh man, now my mouth's watering. Those were so good. We used to go in there and order just tater olays.
I do miss tater olays.
I don't know, Chipper. That's you sent me that link to that video, and I watched it. And I was like, wait a minute, that's right. Whenever I try to watch my diet and stuff or whatever, the day you out already, tradesman. All right, buddy, be good. Anyway, uh, screw that cutting down on my salt, especially if it's going to cause headaches. Because salt makes me drink water, and when I drink water, I stay hydrated at the end. So, kadoosh, kadoosh. What is the name of that? That marinated steak that he does at the Ponderosa in the red wine sauce. Well, God, that is so good. You can't eat that. You can't eat the whole thing.
You can't eat the whole thing of anything at the Ponderosa.
Yeah, if you order one of his breakfast burritos, the 9-inch breakfast burritos, you can eat the whole thing. But he looks at you funny like you're some kind of baby, like you're ordering off the kids' meal. Ordered that one time, and he's like, "What? You in a diet?
Yep.
Your doctor running your life now?" All right, I'm gonna put the missus in charge because I'm out of coffee. I shall return. Tell them stories and stuff about how amazing your husband is and everything. Well, bye.
It would be a story, all right then.
Oh, you're such a sweet person.
Yeah, I think my mouth has gotten to be, I guess, a smart aleck worse in the last few years. It's always been a smart mouth, but it's gotten worse. You know, they always tell you to do the word games or whatever to help your mind stay young or whatever as you age. No, I'm just going to increase my smart mouth to help my mind stay younger. As long as I can stay quick-witted, I'm good. Yep. That would be me trying. I saw an urn the other day that I want to buy, and then I'll just be cremated because it said dark roast coffee on the urn. That was my favorite. So now I want that urn.
That was one of those that might have been one. Did you see it brightening in the spot? Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they should stop being able to call them flame broil burgers. The flame never touches them.
A microwave now, anyway.
Was it South Carolina or North Carolina? One of the Carolinas over there. We stopped at that Burger King, and it was like eating at a burger joint, a real burger joint. I was like, this is good. What we talking? I missed something. What were we talking about?
Oh, just me and my smart mouth mostly. I said how they always tell you to play the word games or different stuff like that to keep your mind sharp. I'm just going to keep practicing being a smart aleck with my quick wit.
Oh,
I'll keep my brain young.
Yes. Sawed me off at the knees, I don't know, 6 or 8 times a day. Took me a minute. I was able to come back a couple of times, but damn it. I can't remember what that was. That one was good.
Well, when you were asking the differences in the cats.
Well, yeah, that was actually pretty good. And I got her to repeat that one for me. There's more to that story. Okay. She said it was a cat in a tree and the dogs chased it off. And
it was probably a bobcat.
It was probably a bobcat. That's what she said. And then she's like, I was playing a video of a cougar call. I was like, I didn't know that's what cougars made that sound. Because I thought the other day there was one out there, well, it's been a few weeks back, and that sound was coming from the field, and I'm thinking, hey, let's get the gun, let's go out there see if we can spot this bobcat or fox or whatever the hell's making that racket. And anyway, long story short, she goes, that's like that cat that was in the yard. I'm like, son of a bitch. So this whole time I've been going out in the pasture chasing the bobcat. That's probably not a bobcat, so I'm not going out there anymore. Because I said that bobcats are more dangerous. I mean, cougars are more dangerous than bobcats, and it led to this whole thing. Just go to Instagram; you can hear the story yourself. But anyway, it's apparently we've got a bigger cat problem here than I thought. I need to go ask Scott if he's seen one on his camera. Cameras. Yeah, because that's something we would need to know about with chunky monkey back there. I don't think one would try it. He's awful big. They'll kill a horse though.
See, that's what I said basically, man. That's why they're more dangerous.
More dangerous. She said cougars are more dangerous than bobcats because they want your retirement. Son of a bitch. Or cougars kill more men because they want their retirement. And I don't have a problem with foxes until I get chickens. And then I have a problem with foxes because the fox will run in, snatch a chicken, and be gone. And
they got foxes in town. Well, Linda sent me that picture. She's like, "What is this?" A fox. 70-something-year-old woman don't know what a fox is.
yeah, she's a Yankee.
Yeah.
But they got foxes up there too.
Well, she may be from Pennsylvania, but she's lived in Texas for 47 years.
And worked her ass off the entire time. She's actually getting out some now. I like her. Yeah, it's Hyde. We tried shaving his butt, but he won't learn to walk backwards. What? That dog does. Well, okay, he's not that bad when you get him professionally trimmed, but apparently I have no ability to trim a dog's hair. Sorry, but
Hey, not a sticker magnet
hey,
now.
he likes the haircut. He just his face is lopsided.
Just don't look at him.
Just don't look at him. Anyway. He's fine, yeah. We took his hair down to what, a quarter of an inch. He's still, man, he feels really cool when you pet him now because he doesn't have stickers or anything. But anyway, we were taking it down to half an inch, and he would just get right back to stickers. So we just shaved his butt this time. Let's see. We're still making green beans and butternut squash in the garden. The corn died. It's done. It's history. Didn't get a single kernel. We are turning it into goat, though. We're taking the corn and feeding it to the goats. So, there's that. Trying really hard not to get attached to Pumpkin. He's really super friendly, though. Because, man, YouTube is taking all of my good videos that are getting traction and making them adults only or whatever, which is no monetization.
That sun is just cooking our garden. We had to put a shade up over the long beans.
Yeah, and they're designed for hot weather.
Yeah, they're designed for hot weather.
Yeah, as soon as the flower would bloom out of the top of the corn, the sun would burn it off, and it couldn't pollinate, so it can't make corn. I mean, literally that. I mean, you'd go out there would be the flower, and then in that afternoon, it was burned up. It was done. It was history. It was dead. Now, one of our friends, I need to hit Tyson up, see if he's got a big truck garden. He might be able to fix him. Thought about that until just now. But he plants his garden with the John Deere tractor. And there was the dairy planted corn at on one of their hay fields or whatever. I was gonna sneak over there and do a side run on it, but about the time the corn got ready, I went back the next day and They noticed the corn was ready too. It was gone. They ground every bit of it up, stalks, corn, everything to feed to the cows. They what do you call it? Silage. They make silage out of it. Which that's what they do for a living. They'd ask John what's wrong with that well over there at the property. Other than the fact that there's no electricity back there. But the I need to check and see if I can sink a hand well over there at that property, and just put a 12-volt sump pump on it. Still think we could do a garden over there if we had some water. I'm not going to do it with city water though. We can afford that crap. But if I can get down to, if I can get below the river, the water.
Not trying.
Not trying. The water's plenty good for the garden. We ain't gonna drink it, but we can water the garden with it. And if I could get some water storage over there, that barn would catch plenty. Might be able to water it that way. I need to get this place finished. I need to get that Paco barn finished.
We got to get some insulation in this house.
Yeah, we got to get insulation in the house for wintertime. I need to just see, was it, where, was it Home Depot or Higginbotham's we get a hold of it?
We can get it at Higginbotham. I got it at Lowe's or Home Depot too, but by the time the $20 you would save renting the machine, you'd spend in gas going all the way over there, so might as well just do it local.
Yeah, it's not like there's anything we're dying to go eat at in Abilene. I mean, we've tried every restaurant there, and ain't none of them that impressive.
Not really.
Now that Joe Allen's barbecue's pretty good, but it's not as good. It's
but
good, but it's not. I mean, when we just go to Roscoe,
yeah.
Roscoe's is right there, and it's better barbecue. So, seriously, if you get a chance to drive through Roscoe, Texas during the week and Saturday, I think they're open Saturdays. But you got to get there before 2:00. Hopefully, you get there around 11 when they open. Bring money.
Barbecue ain't cheap.
The barbecue ain't cheap,
Any kind of
but
beef or any kind of meat is not cheap anymore.
Seriously, heart attack. I have never in my life had barbecue as good as that. Not Jack, not CJ, not Leland, nobody. I know a lot of people that can cook, and this is barbecue you buy. I mean, they literally do this stuff in a barbecue pit the size of a freaking freight train. Well, not quite, but it's huge. But when they do a day's worth, and when it's gone, it's gone. And that's it. And they start running out of meat around 1:30.
Like Tyler wouldn't eat any kind of meat when he was littler, and we took him there and he ate smoked turkey.
Hey, he eats smoked turkey till he exploded, which was sad because I really like the smoked turkey too, but I didn't get any of it because of those. Their sausage is on par with everybody else's, but their brisket and their smoked turkey and their ham is just amazing.
Yep.
freaking good, people.
Yeah, pretty much, man.
That's the one. And they don't do that. They don't. I think the one here does.
I don't know. This one's not near as good as
Not
the one
nearly as
at
good.
Roscoe.
It's good.
It's good, but it's not
It's
as good as
not.
Roscoe.
It's not as good as the one at Roscoe. They don't have the same cooking setup. I've looked. I've tried their barbecue.
Same family.
Same family, but
Not as good.
and it's I has. I'm not trying to be nothing, but the women do the cooking at this one. The men do the cooking down there.
When he gets out of the field, because
When
he's a farmer.
he comes in, puts the stuff on, and he monitors it and does all the cooking. And he did that for side money, man. To get he did
I have
that.
some chia in the cabinet. It's good.
My wife got me started eating sprouts. I didn't think I would be the kind of person that would eat sprouts and enjoy it, but I am.
Sprouts are good, especially mung bean
Mung
sprouts.
bean sprouts are really good. What's those little black things you sprouted? Those are
Chia seeds.
just those are fucking good too. Oops, I mean good. Um,
I did alfalfa seeds.
I was really surprised that I was eating hay and enjoying it. I was-
I think the mung beans are probably the best.
I think so.
Did some broccoli too.
Broccoli. That broccoli was pretty good actually.
You just have to rinse it a lot because it's real pungent.
Yeah. And there's a lot of work goes into making sprouts. We thought you just like put water on the stuff and no, you have to like babysit it and stuff. Put a blankie on it, and read it bedtime stories, and stuff. Change its diety.
That happens.
Yeah, that happens. I can make barbecue, but I'm not ever going to open up a restaurant. I wish I could brag off on being like this barbecue king or whatever. Um, but you have to have the right kind of wood, and you can't just go out and buy mesquite from Johnny Wani and expect that all mesquite to be the same. You know, the mesquite that's cut at this time of the year or that time of the year, uh, you know, yada yada yada. I prefer to cook on standing dead pecan. I want the tree to have died of natural causes, and I want to cut it up and cook on it. And if I'm slow smoking overnight, I want a hot bed of coals from the standing dead, and then I put some split seasoned wood on it because it smokes more. But if the wood's too green and you're smoking with mesquite, it actually puts a, I don't know, tastes like creosote to me. I don't like it. See, an apple and apricot wood are both excellent for smoking. Pecan is good if you know what you're doing. My son cooks a pecan, and by golly, he can make some ribs. He always screws the ribs up because there are
Not all of them.
people in his life that like jalapenos on their ribs, and he loves them enough to risk going to hell for putting jalapenos on ribs. Uh, They're still good. They're hot as crap. They're still good. Hey, see, that's why you have to use the standing dead, because it goes to coals just like the seasoned wood does, but it doesn't have. You can run it a little hotter, or you can run a bigger fire, but you have to have the fire away from. My smoker had a firebox and two smoke chimneys that ran from the firebox to the smoker. I could control how much smoke was going into my smoker and from which end and this, that, and everything else. There was a lot went into my smoker. Dumbest thing, we sold it because we were moving. It was the dumbest thing I ever did. It was on a trailer and it didn't have tags, and I didn't want to try to drag it. Freaking 650 miles. So, and the guy offered me a good price for it. Yada yada yada. I have reacquired another axle. I just haven't. I was supposed to make excuses. I'm just gonna have to buy the stuff and build it up. I had a 48-inch firebox out of 18-inch pipe, and then I had a 54-inch smoker out of 20-inch pipe. Smoke pipe. And yeah, people were always trying to. A couple of guys borrowed it, and they were trying to do the fast smoking stuff. And I was like, it doesn't work that way, man. You have to get that firebox full of coals, and then you have to keep feeding it the small seasoned wood, and it's a 12-hour process. You're not going to do it fast. I mean, you could open it up and you could crank it, and you could cook stuff fast, but it's not what it was designed to do. You know, build the fire, get everything hot, and you throw the food on at 6 o'clock in the morning, and you could eat 6 o'clock in the evening. It's just what it was designed to do. Oh, the wife is turning out lights and stuff. And it is 10 o'clock. Well, I'd run the whole box full. I think the most I ever put on that thing, I want to say I did 3 briskets, a turkey, and 2 chickens all at one time. And it was stuffed, trust me. So, yeah, it is. It's a commitment. But anyhow, it's an hour and a half. Well, close to it. My wife's out there getting ready to enjoy the. Actually, she's checking the onions to see if we need to take them in. The answer is they are done. We are through drying onions now. At 10:10 p.m. August 12th, we have finished dehydrating onions. Anyhow, who done it? Been lucky enough to know that lady for 34 years. For those who did come in late, met her on the night of, or one of the nights of the peak of the Perseid's meteor shower a long time ago. Whatever, you do the math, 34 years. And she put up with a lot of crap. And she's out there trying to outscore me. She's already won up on me on the meteor shower. I truly hope that all y'all have someone in your life that you can enjoy stuff like this with, whether it's a friend, a significant other, a child, a chihuahua. Everybody needs somebody. God bless y'all. Y'all stay alive. Do not die. Thanks for hanging out. Like, share, subscribe, follow me on Instagram, blah, 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 all that stuff. Love ya. I'm going to go enjoy my anniversary and stuff.